I didn't expand my friends, mostly because I didn't like people at this age, which was the reason to why I had such a close, small group of friends. We all shared most of our passions, but video games was the one that kept us close and really brought us together. I would say that I had an addiction to video games because it was the only thing that I really wanted to do. I felt like it ruined most of my friendships and my family relations. But when baseball season came around, that was the only thing I focused on. It was the only physical activity that I did as a child besides like going fishing, hunting, and camping. When it came to the classroom in school, I stressed actually a lot about it because I wouldn't say I was a slow learner, I just didn't try as hard. I remember 5th grade math, I cried about dividing fractions just because I didn't know how to do them, and I was too scared to ask the teacher because of my shyness. Not caring about school as much didn't make me have any goals for my education because college or anything like that wasn't in the picture yet. So I mainly focused on what I was doing then, so short-term goals, like passing my classes. But most of my goals came with baseball and wanting to play on the high school team, which I was lucky to get a playing time during the 8th grade year. My younger life, from my point of view, from 8 to 13, I was living in the moment and a happy view of life, and I found pleasure in pretty much anything I did, which including chores, baseball, hanging out with friends, walking my dogs. So I was a happy kid growing up, which I believe is the main reason to why I had such great relations with my friends and my family. That also left me with my family not really know, like, hi, this is Andrew Hackley, and this is my happiness project. My younger life on the outside, so how other people would view me from the age of 8 to 13, I lived free and didn't have many worries, and I lived my life the way I wanted to. When you're young, you don't really think of how people view you, or bullying isn't really a big thing at that age yet. So that meant that I could focus and do the things that I wanted to do without having to worry about being made fun of, which I didn't even think of at the time, which was school, video games, and baseball, which are still very important to me. But, being young and living in the moment, you don't really appreciate the things around you. So I had very little focus on my family and friends, and I really took them for granted at that age, which I wish I didn't have. It was also hard for me to make new friends, being very shy and antisocial and never wanting to talk to anyone. That left me with a very small friend group. I was happy I did this because I took that treat people the way you want to be treated very seriously. And I actually saw an improvement of how people treated me as well, which was why I got along with a lot of people. And I still had barely any real close friends, but I had a lot more acquaintances than I did in my younger days. I was trying to improve my social interactions with people, which I think I did get a lot better at, which led to romantic relationships, which didn't really work out for me because I was still like really shy and I could barely talk to them in person. But it wasn't a big deal for me. It wasn't the only thing I focused on, and it was more of a side thing. Like, if it happens, it happens. And I put more of a focus on school and baseball because I finally got to see when I got to high school that I would most likely have a future in school and or baseball. So I started trying a lot harder in school, and my teachers took notice. I got really close with most of my teachers, especially my science teacher, Mr. Strasser. I think I had 4 classes with him my last semester of my senior year. He actually